Hello friends, and welcome to your weekly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. As you can see, this week I am going to be working with the Dark Mansion Tarot, one of my favorite decks, and one of my favorite Oracle decks, which is the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. So these are the cards that we're going to be working with this week to bring you your awesome guidance and inspiration for the week ahead. And we're also doing a little change this week as well. So we're going to have your standard TarotScopes that you always get, which is 2 cards and an oracle. But then there's going to be an extended reading offered for each sign of the Zodiac. And those extended readings are only available to those people on my motivated tier of the YouTube channel memberships. So I do encourage each one of you, if you enjoy the TarotScopes and if you would like to get more information as to what your week has in store for you, please do consider joining the membership. But remember, it's only for the motivated tier that this is available. Everybody else won't have access to this extended readings. So we're going to get straight into it. We're going to go sign by sign, starting with Aries and moving through all of them through to Pisces, giving you your TarotScopes. So please do, in the description box below will be the links to each sign of the Zodiac so that you can jump straight to it. But please do consider joining the membership club so that you can have access to your extended reading for the TarotScopes for the week ahead. Let's get straight into it, starting with Aries. Hello and welcome, Aries. Welcome to your weekly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. Let's get straight into it. We're using the Dark Mansion Tarot and we're using the Sacred Destiny Oracle this week. And let's see what your week has in store for you. Okay, so Aries, we have got the 2 of Pentacles that has come through first of all for you. 2 of Pentacles is the card of trying to find balance. It's the card of trying to work out what you have access to, what's available to you, what's not available to you, and trying to find the balance. You can see that infinity symbol with his nets that he's got there, and we've got the 2 coins, and he's sort of trying to juggle and he's sort of trying to find his balance. The interesting thing to note as well here is that the water is quite smooth at the back there, but as it gets closer to him, so the water gets a little bit choppier because it's showing that he is facing a little bit of a challenge at the moment with regards to his finances and with regards to trying to find the balance that is needed in his life right now. So that's going to be your theme for the week ahead, is to try and find balance in all that you have and all that you do. So it's not necessarily specifically financial, but just recognize that there's a lot going on for you this week, Aries, and trying to find that balance is going to be key. Connected to that, we have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups, you can see there's movement. The horse has stepped into the water. You can see the wind is blowing. There's some clouds going. But he looks very much in control, doesn't he? You can even see the horse's tail is moving in the wind here. So the horse is moving. And it's like a big show. He wants everybody to see him. He wants everybody to notice him. He wants everybody to see what it is that he has on offer. So for you, Aries, this week, we need to find some balance in all that we do. We need to make sure that we're not stepping into the water until we're actually ready and people are looking and noticing. Because the Knight of Cups, he's romantic, okay? He's about big romantic gestures. He's about big show of affection, big show of love. But we want to make sure that we're not doing it until we are absolutely, completely ready for that, because otherwise it's not going to work out quite as we expect it to. Let's have a look and see what the Oracle wants to say. All right, look at that. Inner peace. First of all, I just love the colors in these cards. They are just absolutely beautiful, beautiful. So Aries, for you for the week ahead, we need to make sure that we're not doing things just because it's expected. We need to make sure that we're not, the show of affection that we're giving and the people who we are interacting with and engaging with, we need to make sure that we're doing it for the right reasons at the right times. We need to make sure that we have that balance in our lives and that we're not doing things just for the sake of it. We need to make sure that we are doing things that are going to bring us the inner peace that we're looking for, the inner peace that we are striving for in our lives, and not just because it's what's expected by other people in our lives. Remember, the 2 of Pentacles is talking about the balance. It's talking about finding balance in the opposites in your life, but it's making sure that you're not overextending yourself, and it's also making sure that you're not selling yourself short, okay? Because it goes both ways, and that's exactly what that infinity symbol is saying to you. So Aries, have an awesome week. Just make sure that everything that you do is for the right reasons at the right time, and that you are focusing on your inner peace at all times. Have an awesome week with love and blessings. Take care. Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your weekly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. This week we are doing things slightly differently. Your TarotScopes are going to be exactly the same as what you're used to, but there is an option of signing up and joining my YouTube membership club to receive an extended TarotScope. So each week from now on, there will be an extra message or an extra reading, an extra video added to this one purely for my Insight Club members. Information of that will all be in the description box below. So if you would like to join, would love to have you on board. And as I said, all the information will be below. But for now, let's get into your TarotScopes for the week ahead for Taurus. So Taurus, let's see what we have in store for you. Okay, so the first card we have for you is the Devil, and the Devil is about temptation. The Devil is about, you know, being focused on things, whether they're the right things or the wrong things, we don't know. But it's about obsessions. It's about, you know, determination and focus that almost borders on obsessions, all right? And the Devil is saying to you, you know, you need to be mindful this week, Taurus. What are the things that are attracting your attention? What are the things that are calling you in or dragging you in? And you've got to keep asking yourself, with everything that you're involved in this week, with everything that happens for you this week, keep asking yourself, is this right? Is this where I'm supposed to be? Is this where my energy is supposed to be given? Is this the thing that I'm supposed to be focusing on? Is this the thing that I'm supposed to be working on? Or am I focusing and paying attention to the wrong things right now? Okay, so that's very important for you this week, Taurus, is to be mindful of that, to be aware of that, and to be focusing on where your energies are being issued or being put, and make sure that it is exactly where it needs to be. Let's see what else we have. Okay, 10 of Wands. All right. So the story always starts making sense when we've got the two cards together, because the 10 of Wands says, you know what, you're tired, you're exhausted. It's been a long road. That's where he's heading. He's heading home over there. He's walking. You can see that the sun is setting. Nighttime is coming. The stars are out. The owls are out already. He's carrying a heavy load. It's been a long and hard road. He is absolutely exhausted. So Taurus, this is you. You're feeling like, you know what, I don't know how much more of this I can do. So maybe somebody's going to come along here and offer him a magic pill that's going to automatically give him energy to get him home. And the Devil card is saying to you, be careful of that, because there's always consequences to your actions. And as much as you are exhausted, as much as you've been working so hard, and as much as you've been doing everything right for the longest time, you need to be mindful that there are no shortcuts in life. Okay, and if you take shortcuts, you're going to suffer the consequences of it. Be mindful of that and ask yourself, in every decision that you make this week, am I making the decision because of the right reasons? Am I being driven by the right energy and the right reasons at the right time? Let's have a look and see what your oracle wants to say, Taurus. There we go. It is wonders. And wonders are saying to you that miracles do exist every single day. And the miracle here is that you will make it home. You will get there, okay? You will achieve the objectives that you need to achieve, that you want to achieve, that you've set out for yourself. Wonders are saying to you, you know, pay attention to the small miracles. The fact that it's nighttime, maybe it means it's getting a bit cooler, so it's not so hot for you to carry the burden. Maybe somebody's going to come along who's going to offer you assistance, and maybe the Devil here is saying that you don't want to take the help when maybe sometimes you should be. So this is just telling you to question your motives, question your actions, and to always be open to the possibility that good things can happen. Because you know what? Taurus, good things happen to good people all the time, and you're good people. So just be aware that you're not obsessing and focusing on the wrong things. Make sure that you are questioning and challenging yourself and asking the right questions all the time, so that you are able to achieve the things that you need to, because success is definitely going to be yours. But Taurus, it may be a difficult week. It may be a bit of a challenge for you this week, but keep focusing on the positive, keep looking out for the wonders, keep focusing on the bigger picture, because that's what I get from this card, is bigger picture kind of stuff. Okay, keep focusing on the bigger picture stuff and know that everything is going to work out for you absolutely perfectly. All right, Taurus, have an awesome week with love and blessings. I hope to see you at the extended reading. If you want to join the membership club to get the extended reading of this, the continuation of this, more cards will be added, more inspiration and more guidance issued. Sending lots of love and blessings. Take care. Hello Gemini, and welcome to your weekly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. This week, as you can see, I have laid out the cards that we're going to be using to give you your inspiration, but then there's another option available to you. Once we've completed with this reading, there is an extended reading option available to you if you join my YouTube channel memberships. On the motivated tier or higher, you will have access to an extended TarotScope for this week's readings, which will continue this reading for all Geminis a little bit further, giving you more information for the week ahead. So if you would like to sign up and join the club, would love to have you on board. But let's get straight into your reading for this week, Gemini. So our first card that we have is the Justice card. So there's going to be an overwhelming kind of feeling of doing the right thing this week for you, Gemini. This overwhelming feeling of things needing to be in the right place, things needing to be in the right order, for things needing to be correct and appropriate for everybody. So it's definitely about rules and structures and strategies, but also about making sure that we and everybody around us are doing the right things for the right reasons at the right time. So there's almost the sense of justice, if I can put it, which is going to be quite a strong energy with you this week, making sure you're going to not have any patience for people who do things wrong, people who break the rules, people who go against the structures that are available. And you may find yourself also quite judgmental and quite checking up on everybody and having an opinion about what they're doing, whether it's right or wrong. So that's quite interesting. Let's see our second card and see what it has to say. Okay, Queen of Wands. So this is going to definitely be about work situation, about the people that you engage with in a corporate or in a working environment. And it's about wanting to have success. It's about wanting to nurture people and help people to be better versions of themselves. So when you are critical, when you are judgmental, when you are telling people when they've done something wrong, it's not purely from a judgmental point of view, but it's actually because you want to nurture them and help them to be a better version of themselves, because that's what the Queen of Wands does. She helps people find their talents. She helps people find their abilities. She helps people to recognize their strengths, recognize their worth, and recognize who they are. And she helps them to grab their strength and to pull those abilities through. So that's what it is. It's not just about wanting to be the martyr and telling everybody off all the time. It's actually about helping people be better versions of themselves, and in so doing, you to be a better version of yourself. That's very interesting. Let's see what your oracle wants to add to it. Release. So here we have an autumn tree, okay, and you can see that the leaves are starting to fall off, and we're going from one season into the next. So there's change and transition, if I can put it that way, that's happening. And again, coming back to the Queen of Wands, she's all about nurturing. She's all about helping people be better versions of themselves. And if we look at a tree, and if we take into the situation of what's going on here, yes, the tree could hold on to its leaves, but then next season, next summer, when it's ready to create fruit, when it's ready to bear fruit, its fruit's not going to be as fresh and as amazing as it would be if it let go of the leaves that weren't as strong and as healthy. So sometimes we have to be that person. We have to be strong enough to let go. Okay, sometimes we have to be strong enough to let go of everything that's not perfect in our life, everything that causes a little bit of pain and discomfort, to nurture ourselves, to do the right thing in order to be better versions of ourselves. So, Gemini, certainly an interesting week. I'm wishing you lots of love and blessings. I do hope that you consider joining the club to receive the extended reading of this. We're going to add some cards to better understand each one of these. And get much more information for the week ahead. Sending you lots of love and blessings from my heart to yours. Take care. Hello and welcome, Cancerians. Welcome to your weekly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. This week we are using the Dark Mansion Tarot and the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn, but there is another option available to you this week as well. If you join the YouTube channel membership, if you click the join button below and you join on the motivated tier, you will have access to an extended TarotScope. In other words, once this video is complete, once this reading is complete, there will be another whole section adding cards, adding reading, adding interpretation, to give you even more insight into the week ahead. And that is only available to those who are on my motivated tier of the YouTube channel membership. So if you would like more information or more guidance for the week ahead, you can please join the YouTube channel membership and you will have access to that video immediately. But for now, let's get into your week and see what the cards have in store for you. All right, so Cancerians, the first card we have for you is card 0, and card 0 is the Fool. It talks about new beginnings, it talks about new journeys, it talks about taking a leap of faith. It talks about, you can see that he's about to step off a cliff. There's this little puppy dog here who's holding onto a rope around his waist and trying to stop him, because the puppy dog is nervous and fearful of what he's going to land on, what's down there. We can't really see. So there is a little bit of a warning. There is a little bit of a be careful. He doesn't care. He doesn't have a care in the world. He is trusting. He is trusting that when he takes that step, when he leaps off or steps off the mountain, he's trusting that wherever he lands is going to be perfectly fine for him, and that it's all part of his divine plan, all part of his destiny. So sometimes we have to have blind faith, but we also don't want to be silly and reckless about it. We need to make sure that we've checked things out first, but there is an element of faith, an element of trust that is needed here as well. So Cancerians, for you, it looks like this week going forward, you don't want to be completely eyes closed. You want to keep your eyes open. You want to be aware of your surroundings. You want to be aware of everything around you, but you also want to be confident and brave enough to take a leap of faith and to know that the universe has got your back. Let's see what else we've got. Nine of Pentacles. I love it. So the Nine of Pentacles is the card, I like to call it as the opulence card. The Nine of Pentacles is the card that says you're allowed to have pretty things. You're allowed to have beautiful things. You're allowed to have everything that your heart desires. That is absolutely what is necessary or what is available to you. But you can only have this. You can only have this abundance and this excess when you've taken that step of that leap of faith, when you've stepped into the unknown, you've trusted and you've believed and you've allowed yourself to explore and to experience the things that you need to. Okay, let's have a look and see what the oracle wants to add to your situation for this week. All right, I like that. Healing chaos. So here we have tornado, and you can see that obviously those are destructive. Obviously they cause a lot of chaos and a lot of heartache and pain in our worlds, but what we have all the way around it are beautiful butterflies, and the butterflies are not fearful. They're not afraid. If anything, I think the butterflies are directing the chaos. They're directing the tornado and they're leading it away from wherever we are. But it's about taking that step, that step, leap of faith. It's about stepping into the unknown and trusting. These butterflies, they know the power of the tornado. They know the strength that's there. They know the destruction that it can cause. But they're also saying, but you know what? I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. I trust. I know that I deserve happiness. I know I deserve joy. I know everything is going to be okay, but I need to not get sucked into the vortex of the chaos. I need to trust, I need to step, I need to believe, and I need to allow the chaos to heal in its own time. All right, Cancerians, we're going to now move on to the extended video, which is only available to the club members. You're welcome to join. Information is all in the description box below. But have an awesome week with love and blessings from my heart to yours. Take care. Hello, Leo, and welcome to your weekly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. This week I am working with the Dark Mansion Tarot, and I also have the Sacred Destiny Oracle available, and we are going to, these three cards are going to give you your guidance for the week ahead. But there is a little bit of a difference. There is a little bit of a change this week. After this reading, after this, there is an extended version of this outlook for the week ahead available to my YouTube channel members who are on the motivated tier. So all of those members, they then have access to an additional further reading. We're going to add extra cards. We're going to get more clarity, more information on each one of these for the week ahead. So if you would like to join the channel, please do click the join button below. All that information will be in the description box below for the motivated tier members to get the extended reading on the weekly TarotScopes. But for you, for now, Leo, let's get into it and see what your week has in store for you. Right, so Leo, we have Ace of Pentacles as our first card. And the Ace of Pentacles talks about new beginnings, talks about new financial opportunities for new wealth. But it's about being mindful and being aware of them. I don't know if it's going to come through on the camera, but there is a hand over here that is sort of holding onto that pillar. And that hand is sort of grabbing the opportunity as it presents itself, and it's holding on. And that's exactly what you need to do. So Leo, for your week ahead, be mindful of the opportunities that are presented and be quite quick to grab them, because if you grab the opportunities and you run with them as they appear and as they are presented to you, success will be yours. I'm loving this rose vine that comes up on the side here, and because you know the roses are obviously beautiful and in full bloom, but then the other thing we have to notice is that there are no other obstacles around it. There's no other trees, there's no other birds, there's no other people, there's nothing that's going to take your opportunity away. You just need to be mindful of it, you need to be aware of it, and when you see the opportunity, grab it with both hands, or in this case, one hand, grab it and work with it, and know that opportunity for success and happiness is absolutely yours. All right, let's see the second card that we have for the week. So we've got a Knight of Pentacles. So Pentacles is, again, we've got the two Pentacles cards, so definitely talking about material possessions, definitely talking about your finances. The Knight of Pentacles, though, he sort of reached a point where he can't move any further, okay? But he's actually come up here on purpose. He's now found a high vantage point, and we have a high vantage point here as well. But he's gone searching for this high vantage point to have a look at all the land to see where is the best place for him to go. So he is being a little bit strategic. He is being a little bit smart about the work that he needs to do. He knows his worth. He knows what he wants. He knows exactly what he wants, but he's doing what he needs to find it, to source it, to see it, to take the opportunity. So somebody has offered him land and they've said to him, pick, so he's not just saying, okay, well, I'll take this one over here. He's actually gone up high when he can see all the different pieces, all the different parts, and he's now trying to decide which is the one that suits him, which is the one that's going to give him what he needs. He's taking the opportunity, but he's not just grabbing it recklessly. He's making sure that he takes the opportunities with a little bit of thought. So do whatever you have to do, go to wherever you need to be so that you can see the opportunity better, bird's eye view and all that kind of stuff, and make an informed decision to help you move forward. Let's have a look and see what your oracle card has to say. Oh, there we go. We've got protection. So here we have, you can see that there's a lightning storm. There's a thunderstorm taking place. We have this huge big tree. There is a pathway sort of that goes underneath. And basically what we're saying is you need to understand that when there is a storm brewing, when there is danger afoot, when there is a problem, you need to seek and find the protection that you need. And the way to do that is not just standing in one place, but to go to a higher ground. Go to a place where you can see things clearer. That is the protection. The protection is knowledge. Knowledge is your protection. So find a higher viewpoint, a higher vantage point where you can see clearly, and know that you will always be protected from any danger that's there, as long as you are being smart about it. So Leo, we are now going to move into the extended part of the video. And again, it's only for those who are on the membership club. If you want to join now, it's not too late. You're more than welcome to join. But otherwise, have an amazing week from my heart to yours. Take care. Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your weekly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. This week I'm working with the Dark Mansions Tarot, and I also have the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. And there's another added extra this week. From this week onwards, there will be an extended TarotScope available per sign of the Zodiac, but that unfortunately or fortunately is only available to those on my YouTube channel membership. And for those on the motivated tier, will have access to it each week. So this will give you your standard TarotScope that you're normally used to, but then if you want additional information, or because we're going to get really specific in the extended, really specific with regards to the week ahead, and all of that will be available in those who are in my channel membership club. All information will be in the description below. So if you would like to join, if you would like to sign up, we'd love to have you on board. Right, so let's get straight into your TarotScopes for this week. Let's see card number 1. Right, so we have 7 of Cups, Virgo. 7 of Cups is quite an interesting card because it talks about feeling overwhelmed. It talks about having so many choices and options available to you, and you're not being really certain as to what you want. And I know we're still quite early in January, but really what this is saying to you for the week ahead, you're going to be even more uncertain about yourself, even more uncertain about who you are, what you are, where you want to be going, and what you want to do. It's also about being a little bit nervous about making decisions. It's about being a little bit nervous about what happens if I make the wrong decision. What happens if I pick something that doesn't pan out or doesn't work out the way it needs to? What do I do then? You know, as a human being, we're quite nervous about making wrong decisions. We're quite afraid of making mistakes. And the 7 of Cups comes up whenever this card comes up in a reading. That's really what it's saying to you. It's saying to you that the fear and the anxiety of making a wrong decision is actually preventing you from making a decision. And this week, you're going to find yourself, Virgo, being faced or being forced into making decisions. This card also says to you, don't worry, you will make the right one. Trust and believe in yourself. Trust and believe in your choices and your options. and know that you're not going to make a mistake. You're not going to make a wrong decision. Let's see what this decision relates to, or what else Spirit wants you to have. Oh, there we go. 8 of Swords. So quite an interesting combination. Okay, so Virgo, the 8 of Swords says to you that you are feeling like you are blindfolded, you're feeling like you're trapped, you're feeling like you're stuck, but actually none of that is true. That's just your hair in front of your face as the wind has blown you. Your hands are behind your back. These swords that are around you, they're really protecting you. They're not harming you. They're not hurting you. They're not stabbing you in any way. This is all about perceptions of the mind. So this over anxiety that you may be experiencing about choices, this overwhelmed kind of feeling that you have, this is just confirmation that it really is just in your mind. It really just is your perception of reality as opposed to actual reality. So what you need to do is you need to move the hair out your eyes so that you can see clearly and you can see the situation. These swords, each one of them is available for you to grab, to protect yourself, to source food, to do whatever it is that you need to do. Okay, it's not trapping you. You are not caged. You are not trapped. You are not stuck. This is just you're imagining it. You are perceiving it that way. So the choices that are available to you is pick up a sword, free yourself, and move forward. Or you can feel afraid, so it's about facing your fears. Okay, it's about facing your fears. That's what these two are saying to you. Let's have a look and see what Sacred Destiny Oracle wants to add. Diligence. I love that. So here we have a bird flying. The colors are just so exquisite on this deck. So here we have this bird that's flying high above the clouds, and as it's looking down, it's seeing all the farm fields, and it's not stopping. He's not stopping until he arrives at his predetermined destination. He is diligently moving forward, and this is what we need to do. Okay, so Virgo, we need to be diligent in our actions. We need to be diligent in our thoughts, in our perceptions, in the way that we perceive reality. We need to not allow ourselves to get overwhelmed. We need to not allow ourselves to feel this kind of overwhelmed sensation. We need to keep moving forward. We need to keep moving on. We need to diligently move on. And that is your message for this week. I'm now going to switch over to the extended video, which is going to continue this. We're going to add a whole lot of more cards to it to get even more information about this overwhelm, about this, and obviously about the diligence. I hope to see you there. Have an awesome week, Virgo, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. Take care. Hello, Libra, and welcome to your weekly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. This week I am using the Dark Mansion Tarot, and I'm also using the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. There's also another change this week, and that is that there is an extended TarotScope video that will be available after this one, but it is an exclusive content for those on my Motivated channel tier. So if you join my YouTube channel memberships by clicking the join button below and you join on the Motivated tier, you will have access to the extended TarotScopes each week. All that information will be in the description box below. So I hope you join, and we look forward to having you on board. But for now, let's get into your week and see what your week has in store for you, Libra. So card number 1 we have is King of Cups. So King of Cups talks about being in control of your emotions. It talks about being very much aware of what you are, who you are, what you have available to you, and your emotional setup. You can see how calm and still the waters are in the background, even the sky. Everything is calm. The wind is not howling. He's sitting very confidently in his chair, and he's very much together with regards to his emotions. And that's clearly what's in store for you this week. It's a week of emotional calmness. It's a week of being emotionally calm. It's a week of being emotionally still, and of not having any kind of highs and lows, but just, I want to say, calmness. That's what I pick up so strongly with that particular card for you. So that is going to be the essence of your week ahead, Libra, is about being in control of your emotions, recognizing where you are, what you're feeling, how you're feeling, and keeping that balance, keeping that kind of feeling of everything's going to be okay. Let's have a look and see what else we have for the week ahead. Oh, wow, we have Queen of Swords. So as much as our emotions are in check, as much as our emotions are quite calm and level, our mind, on the other hand, is sharp. Our mind is racing 10 to the dozen, as they say. Your mind is really racing far ahead, And the mind may be playing tricks on the emotions this week. So this is why it's important that we stay in control. This is why it's important that we recognize our emotional state, where we are, what we're dealing with, what we're focusing on this week, and don't allow the mind to play tricks with you. If you have a look at the background, you can see that there are clouds coming, and it starts off quite light. It starts getting darker and darker as we go higher up. She looks like she takes no nonsense. You know, he looks like a granddad. He looks all calm and gentle and sweet and kind. She looks like she means business, and she really does. She's got her sword, and she's not afraid to use it. You know, she is sharp-witted, sharp-minded. She recognizes, she thinks everything through, but really quickly, really fast, and she just responds. She doesn't bring any emotion into it. She doesn't allow herself to shame, just to think about a person and go, oh, shame, poor them. She's like, no, 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 they must suffer, they must pay, they must do, they must. She's very hard. So it's quite interesting, Libra, that we've got this week of you trying to find, I'm going to call it, trying to find balance between your emotional state and well-being and your intellectual mind state and well-being, because they are two very different things. But you've got to make sure that this Queen of Swords energy doesn't impact on your emotions. You want to keep in touch with your emotions. You want to keep that soft, gentle side of yourself there, while being quick thinking, by being quick-witted, by following through with your ideas and following through with your concepts without allowing it to too much negatively impact on your emotional self. Let's see what the Oracle wants to say. Okay. So Libra, we have got the Delight card, and look at this bird, look at all the beautiful flowers, all the beautiful colors that are there. And this is what the focus is. So as much as you know what needs doing, and as much as you want to get everything done, and as much as you want to achieve greatness, you need to make sure that we are keeping that balance with our emotional self. We need to make sure that we're keeping that balance between who we are and what we're feeling. But also we need to enjoy the delight. We need to enjoy the moment. We need to be in the here and the now, and find that balance between the emotional and the mental selves. Okay, so that's quite interesting for you this week, Libra. Definitely. I'm now going to move into the extended reading, where we're going to get more information on that one, more information here, more information on that, as well as some additional cards as well. So if you would like some more information as to what all of this means for the week ahead, please do consider joining the membership club. And as I said earlier on, all that information is in the description box below. Have an awesome week, Libra, with lots of love and blessings from my heart to yours. Take care. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. This week I am working with the Dark Mansion Tarot, and I also have the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn, all of my favorite decks, of course. And there's an extra option for you this week as well. After we have done this normal TarotScope reading for you, there is an option for you to sign up and join the YouTube channel membership, and that will give you access to an extended TarotScope, where we take this reading and we extend it. I end up adding, I think it's 4 or 5 cards to the reading to give more clarity on each of the cards that we've already dealt. And if you would like to join the club, all of that information is in the description box below. Love to have you join the club, love to have you on board. But please also understand that it is only for those who are on the motivated tier. Only they get access to the extended videos. So sending lots of love. I hope you join. Let's get into your week ahead and see what's in store for you. Right, so Scorpio, the first card we have is the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is the card of commitment. It's the card of, you know, making a decision and sticking with it and seeing it through to the end. So here we have a couple who have newly married, newlywed. They're celebrating love. They're celebrating acknowledgement, or they're acknowledging and celebrating their love for each other. And they have just experienced a ceremony, a joining ceremony. You can see that they've got everything going on around them. So for you this week, it is a week of commitment. It's a week of making a decision and sticking it through, seeing it through to the end. It's a week of not giving up early. It's a week of making sure that whatever you embark on, whatever you start on, whatever you open up, that you complete it without giving up early. Okay, so definitely a week of commitment, definitely a week of seeing things through to the end, but also not being afraid of that commitment because, you know, as much as you are quite okay on your own, but when you join up or partner with somebody, when you commit to a thing or to a person or to a situation, immediately the strength that you have together is quite significant. And that's exactly what the Four of Wands is talking about. It's saying that as much as you are completely okay on your own, you joining with somebody, connecting with somebody, then you become doubly strong. Let's have a look and see what else we have for you this week. Ace of Wands. So there's definitely this creative energy that's coming through. So I honestly, if I look at these two cards, and without having looked at that one yet, if I look at these two cards, Scorpio, I definitely think that you've got ideas brewing that need to be followed through. You need to actually not just have the idea, not just write it down on paper, but actually implement it and actually see it through to the end. Because this commitment that you're making, this commitment that you're going to be carrying through, this commitment that you're going to be working on, is certainly going to bring you the success that you are after. But these ideas, this nurturing that needs to take place, these ideas that need to come out of, I'm going to call it the woodwork, you know, you can see that the sky is clearing. You can see that there's parting there because of the commitment. So your commitment that you make this week, Scorpio, is going to lead you down an amazing path, and a path of creative opportunities, and a path that you would not have experienced any other way or any other time. So that's very, very exciting. Let's have a look and see what your oracle deck wants to say for the week ahead. Look at that. Beautiful sunflower, my favorite. I love, love, love sunflowers. They are my absolute favorite. And the key word we have is purification. Okay, you can see that there's rain falling, which is obviously going to rejuvenate and obviously give sustenance to the plants, to the sunflowers. So it's basically saying to you that this commitment that you're going to make, that's inspired by ideas, or that may inspire ideas, may inspire creativity, is going to allow you to clear away the dust, clear away the dirt, and to rejuvenate and to purify and to put back in, to receive the goodness that you need so that you can grow and be the best sunflower. Follow that light, follow that sun, and be the best sunflower that you can be. I think that's absolutely awesome. The Scorpio, I'm now going to move into the extended video where we're going to draw an extra card here, an extra card here, and a couple of extra cards across the top here to get more information on your week ahead, like this commitment and these new ideas. What area of life and what does it actually pertain to? And if you would like to access that extended video, please consider joining the membership club. All that information in the description box below. But otherwise, have an amazing week with love and blessings from my heart to yours. Take care. Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. This week I'm working with the Dark Mansion Tarot, and I also have the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. And we also have an extra for you this week as well, is that from this week onwards, at the end of every TarotScope, there will be an extended TarotScope available specifically for Sagittarius, specifically for this week. So once we've covered these three cards, you can join my YouTube channel membership. All that information will be in the description box below. And if you join on the motivated tier, you will automatically have access to the extended of this reading, which basically means we continue with these three cards. I add additional cards, additional clarifying information, additional information about each one of these to give you even more detailed information for the week ahead. And all of that for a small monthly fee, and all of that information you will find in the description box below. I do hope that you consider joining to get the extended reading. But for now, let's get into your reading for this week and see what the week has in store for you. All right, so Sagittarius, first one we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a very interesting card. She is jumping into a boat. She has got all her worldly possessions with her. She's got her child, she's got suitcases, she's got everything, and she's saying, you know what, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be living here. I want to move away. I'm not happy with that situation. I'm not happy with that environment. I want to move away. So she's jumping in a boat and she's telling the man, take me away. Take me, take me, take me. He's saying, well, where would you like to go? She says, I don't care. Just take me away. So the Six of Swords is the card of moving away from something and not necessarily knowing what you're moving towards. but trusting that it's going to be better than where you are at the moment. So it's the card of travel, it's the card of movement, it's the card of not necessarily knowing what you're moving into or what you're moving towards, but trusting that it's going to be better or good for you and better than where you are leaving. So Sagittarius, for you this week, this may be what you may be feeling. You may be feeling like, I'm not happy in my current circumstance, I'm not happy in my current environment, I'm not happy with the way that things are going, and I want different. And you may be ready to just jump in the boat and to see where it takes you, in the hopes that it is better than your current situation. Let's just see what else we have here as well. Oh wow. So we've got Temperance, we've got some more water happening. Okay, we've got Temperance, we've got some more water here. Temperance, you can see she's got 1 foot, there's her 1 foot over there on the pier, and her other foot is in the water. So she's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. She's refilling the water. She's got a little ducky watching her there. All these lotus flowers here, and we know that the story with the lotus flowers, that they grow through the mud, they go through the hardest, most difficult situations, but when they do reach the top, when they do reach the surface and they bloom, they are the most exquisite flowers ever. So she is an angel, she is angelic, and the Temperance card is saying to you about finding balance. So I honestly think what she's saying to you is, we recognize how you feel, we recognize what you're going through, we recognize how unhappy you are, but what we're saying is, instead of running away, because in a certain context she is running away, in a certain way of looking at the situation, she's like, I don't want to deal with it, I just want out, I want to go. So Temperance is saying, you know what, all we need to do is we need to find some balance in our life. We need to just weigh up the pros and the cons. We need to look for some balance. We need to find some balance. And sometimes this isn't the solution. Sometimes it is, absolutely, but sometimes it isn't. But it is important to find balance in your life. Okay, so that's what's important for you this week, Sagittarius. Instead of just running away, instead of just moving on to the next adventure or the next place or the next situation or the next circumstance, maybe you need to just see if you can't find balance in your situation first before moving away. Let's have a look and see what the Oracle wants to contribute, because that may clarify some things for us. Oh, there we go, action. Okay, so this action card, I love all the colors. And again, look at the water that we have. And this is not calm waters. Here we've got calm waters, here we've got calm waters, but suddenly we're on the shore and we've got the waves crashing right in front here, and we've got stormy skies brewing. But the key word is action. So it is telling you that the way that you're going to find the balance in your life, the way that you're going to achieve this, is through action. Maybe not moving away, or maybe it is moving away. Maybe it is leaving old adventures, leaving old situations and moving into new situations. But when we move, maybe when she arrives at the pier, it's about finding the balance. It's about finding that balance between everything that you have in your life, but some action is required in order to do that, in order to achieve all of that. All right, Sagittarius, I'm now going to move on to the extended version of this reading, where we will continue with the story, we will continue with the cards, but I'm going to add cards that will give us additional information. So if you would like to receive that, please consider joining the membership club. Otherwise, with love and blessings from my heart to yours, take care. Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your weekly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. This week I'm working with the Dark Mansion Tarot, and I'm working with the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. And I have an additional option for you this week as well. So once we've completed this reading, if you are one of my channel members here on YouTube, if you have signed the monthly subscription to be a channel member on the motivated tier, you will have access to an extended reading. So that means that we take the same reading and I add extra cards, I add extra information to give you a more detailed outlook for the week ahead. But that is an exclusive option to my channel members. Information about that will all be in the description below and in the little ticker box writing at the top of the screen as well. So I do hope that you consider joining so that you can have access to that extended TarotScope for the week ahead. So let's get straight into it, Capricorn, and see what your week has in store for you. Right, so the first card we have is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is the card of feeling as if you are excluded, feeling as if you are on the outside, feeling as if you don't always have the options and the opportunities that everybody else has. But it's very much a card of almost, I'm going to call it self-reflection. It's almost like you, the way that you're seeing it, the way that you're feeling it, the way that you're perceiving it might not necessarily be the truth, but you're seeing it in that way. But it's definitely, it's the card of feeling like you are, so you can obviously see it's snowing, you can see it's ice cold, you can see that the two people here, they don't have the best of everything. They're feeling cold. They're feeling isolated. I mean, he's even walking on crutches. He's ill. He's not well. She's cold. There's even a little kitty cat here by them. But they're feeling left out in the cold. But here's a door. Here's a church. Here's a beautiful place that would welcome them in a heartbeat, if only they would go in. But it's their stubbornness that's possibly keeping them outside. So Capricorn, you need to make sure that this is not you this week. You need to make sure that you are not being on the outside when there's a door right there, and you could go in and you could warm up and get a plate of food and everything else. So be mindful of your thoughts this week. Be mindful of your reactions to things this week so that you are not excluded and left out in the cold. Let's see what else we have for you this week. Oh, Knight of Wands, I love that. So immediately I see the movement. Immediately I see the passion. Immediately I see him charging ahead with focused determination and attention. So don't, and please forgive me, Capricorn, but I really, if I look at these two, the combination of these two cards, I really get stubbornness with this one. Stubbornness with this one. We're so stubborn, we don't want to accept the help that has been offered. We're so stubborn, we don't want to let people help us. We're going to prove a point. Here, I'm just going to charge ahead. I'm not going to give too much thought. I'm not going to give too much strategy. I just want to get things done. I just want to achieve. I just want to do. So it's about being independent. Both of these are strong, strong, strong independent cards, when sometimes independence could actually be the wrong thing, where sometimes the independence is actually not what you need. What you need is guidance and assistance from others. So Capricorn, try not to be so fiercely, strongly independent this week. If you're stuck on a situation, or if you need guidance and help, let people help you. Don't think that you have to do everything on your own. Okay, let's have a look and see what the Oracle wants to add. Oh, there we go. So here we have, I think, I don't know what this is. I'm going to call it a leopard. Spotted leopard is what I think it is. It's snowing, okay? So it's snowing, and he's about focus. Focusing to find shelter, focusing to find food, focusing to survive. But again, independent, climbing this mountain all on his own, you know, trying to do everything on his own without calling for help or without reaching for help. So very interesting, Capricorn. You need to make sure this week that as much as you are willing to do things independently, as much as you are willing to be strong and independent, sometimes you need to reach out and ask for help when necessary so that you're not left out in the cold. Right, Capricorn, I'm now going to move on to the extended reading for this week, which is for my club members. I'm going to get additional information on that card, that one, and we're going to add a couple more cards across the top there. And as I said, this is available to everybody as long as you join the YouTube channel membership on the motivated tier. And if you join now, this video, the extended reading of this, will be available to you immediately. I hope to see you there. Have an awesome week. With love and blessings from our heart to yours. Take care. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your weekly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. This week I am working with the Dark Mansion Tarot, and I'm working with the Sacred Destiny Oracle card by Denise Lynn as well. And there's an additional extra option for you this week as well. We're going to do our standard normal TarotScopes that we usually do, but then once I've completed with this, there's going to be an extended option of this video available to everybody as well, and it is available to everybody who is on the motivated tier of my YouTube channel membership. So if you join the YouTube club, all that information is in the description below, and if you join on the motivated tier, you will have access to the extended version of this reading to give you more insight, more guidance for the week ahead. But for now, let's focus straight on what we have here in front of us. So Aquarius, what does your week have in store for you? Right, we have got the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is typically known as the heartbreak card. Typically known as the card of heartbreak. We've got the three swords that have pierced through the heart, and it is the card of disappointment. It's the card of heartbreak. It's the card saying to you that there is going to be some kind of emotional pain for the week ahead. We don't want that. We don't want emotional pain for the week ahead, but maybe it's just disappointment. It doesn't have to be absolute heartbreak, but there's going to be some kind of disappointment for you this week. Okay, Aquarius, there's going to be something that's going to disappoint you, that's going to cause a little bit of heartache, or cause a little bit of heart pain, and we need to be aware of it. We need to be mindful of it. Let's see what else we have, because that might be completely relevant. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's the Lover's card. It's about the choices, it's about the options, it's about those kind of things that you have. That there's going to be a little bit of pain, a little bit of discomfort for you this week. I'm sorry to say, Aquarius, but I'm only interpreting the cards. I didn't choose these cards. They were chosen for Aquarius signs. So the Lover's card is about the consequences of your choice. So here we have a gentleman, and there are two ladies, a lady in the blue and a lady in the pink. And he needs to pick, he needs to choose one, okay? And obviously, whoever he chooses, there's going to be heartache with the other one. Very interesting how, and I actually want to bring it up and show you. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus on it. So in this heart locket that we have over here, there we can see the camera has focused beautifully. We have got somebody's hair and the blue ribbon inside this heart locket. And here we have the lady in the blue dress as well. Sorry, now I've broken the camera. It doesn't want to focus anymore. There we go. And let's see if it'll focus now. There we go. Fixed it. Right. So what we have over here, Aquarius, is he needs to make a decision. He needs to pick which lady is he going to give his heart to? Who is he making a commitment to? Who is he going to choose? Who is he going to accept? And he knows that if he chooses this lady, she's going to be upset. If he chooses her, she's going to be upset. So he's sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. But either way, even though he's choosing a mate, even though he's choosing somebody, even though he's making a decision, there's still going to be pain, there's still going to be heartbreak, there's still going to be disappointment. And this is what you need to be aware of this week, Aquarius, is that regardless of the decision you make, regardless of the choices that you make, there's still going to be disappointment. You cannot please everybody. That is what these two cards are telling you. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how you do it. There is just no pleasing everybody in this particular situation, in this particular scenario. Let's have a look and see what the Oracle card wants to say to you. Oh, wow. So we have this beautiful white fox. I love the different eyes. We love the snowy scenery. And look at the message. The message is purity. So knowing that you can't please everybody, knowing that somebody's going to get disappointed in the decisions that you make this week, in the actions that you make this week, that you're just going to hurt somebody. Somebody's going to be disappointed. Maybe this purity card is telling you to make the decision to choose the lady in blue or the lady in pink based on your heart, based on your purity, based on what makes you happy, instead of always focusing on trying to please everybody. Be pure with yourself, be honest with yourself, keep your integrity to yourself. And if you do that, I think you're going to enjoy the success that you're looking for. So purity is what you need to hold on to in knowing that you're not going to be able to please everybody this week. All right, Aquarius, I'm now going to move on to the extended version of the video. And as I said, you are welcome to join the club. You're welcome to subscribe to the motivated tier to have access to get more information as to what this actually means for the week ahead. Sending you lots of love and blessings from our heart to yours. Take care. Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your weekly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. This week I am working with the Dark Mansion Tarot, and I'm also working with the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. And then this week we also have an added extra for you. Once we have completed this week's TarotScopes as normal, there will be an extended video option available to you. Basically what that means is that we continue the reading. We add more cards, we add more inspiration, we add more guidance to get more clarity, to get more understanding. And the extended video is only available to those people who have joined my YouTube channel memberships on the motivated tier. So if you sign up for that little monthly fee, you will have access to a whole lot of private videos, a whole lot of exclusive content, including extended TarotScopes each week. And all the information on how to join, etc., will all be in the description box below. So be sure to open up the description box if you would like to see the extended version of this particular reading. But for now, let's get straight into what's in store for your week ahead. So Pisces, the first card we have is the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups, there you are sitting on the floor. You're looking at the three cups in front of you. You've had a taste, you've had a look, you've had a feel, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, you know, I've been waiting such a long time for this, and now I'm disappointed. They're not fabulous. They're probably empty, or the liquid has gone stale, or there's something wrong with the content of them. And you're like, oh, you know, it's like an anticlimax kind of moment, okay? That's what's happening here. But what you're not seeing is this extra one that's been offered behind you. So somebody's coming down the stairs behind you, bringing the one that you're waiting for, the opportunity that you've been waiting for, the choice that you've been waiting for, whatever it is. So you've got to make sure that you don't allow yourself to be disappointed with what's right in front of you, if it doesn't please you, if it doesn't excite you, if it doesn't fulfill you, if it doesn't give you what you're looking for, don't allow yourself to be too upset about it. Don't allow yourself to be too disappointed. Look around you, because there's always more. There's always another opportunity. There's always something else on offer. You just need to see it. You just need to be open to it. So don't allow yourself to get caught up in the current situation or the current emotion. Look around first. Look around for other opportunities, and you will see that there's so much more to be grateful for, so much more to enjoy, and so much more to celebrate and acknowledge. Okay, let's have a look and see what this card wants to add. Wow, 10 of Pentacles. Love it. So 10 of Pentacles is about the happy family. So here you can see we have portrait, from babies to dogs to toddlers to granddad, mom, dad, happy family, everybody there. It's about having abundance. It's about having the perfect home, the perfect life, the perfect everything. Okay, so you're obviously working towards that. You're obviously really wanting to have the perfect home, the perfect life, the perfect everything. You're working so hard towards that, but things don't seem to be working out for you. You were expecting to have a whole family and somebody didn't rock up. Okay, now you're throwing your toys and you're getting a little bit upset, you're getting a little bit disappointed, a little bit frustrated because somebody didn't rock up for the photo. But here they come. There they come at the back there. So don't get too emotionally worked up until you've seen everything that's there, because everything is actually quite fabulous. That's exactly what this 10 of Pentacles is telling you, that the family unit, the home, the abundance, the joy, everything that you have is actually there. You just need to look out for it. Let's have a look and see what the Oracle wants to add. There we go, relaxation. So you need to not allow yourself to get worked up. That's what this card is saying to you. Okay, Pisces, you need to recognize that, yes, things don't always go according to plan. Things aren't always perfect first time around, but with a little bit of patience, with a little bit of relaxation, keeping yourself calm, keeping yourself centered, keeping yourself grounded, if you do that, you're going to see the opportunities that are there, and it's going to help you have this perfect family environment, the perfect abundance, the success, the happiness, and the joy that you need. But it's about finding that balance between your emotional upsets and what you want to do and what you want to achieve and what you have in life. It all comes down to spending a bit of time relaxing, spending a bit of time unwinding and de-stressing. All right, Pisces, I'm now going to move on to the extended portion of the video where I'm going to carry on with this reading, carry on with the spread, but I'm going to add a whole lot more cards to get more clarity around every single one of these to see exactly what's in store for the week ahead. And I'd love to have you on the club. I'd love to have you join. If you click the join button below, you will immediately have access to the extended version of this video. But remember, it's only for those who join on the motivated tier of the memberships. Have an awesome week, Pisces, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. Take care.